Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Rigathi Gachagua made some remarks earlier today in Narok. Remarks I want us to have a look at here, for they are going to form the basis of our analysis. No more roads for areas whose MPs oppose finance bill. Gachagua. So Gachagua is making it very clear in broad daylight that MPs who will oppose the finance bill, they should forget about roads in their constituencies. And also speaking at the same venue, William Ruto also threatened that he wants to see MPs who will reject the finance bill. So it appears the government has decided that come rain, come sunshine, the bill must pass. I want us to dig deep into this. But before we do that, let me remind our fans here that we are still contributing for Nudin Salash for him to undergo a kidney transplant. Send all your contributions to the number below. Back to our analysis. What does those remarks by Rigathi Gachagua mean? Let's dig deep. Yes, there is nothing new from those remarks by Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi is just trying to sustain his narrative of shareholding government. If you never voted or supported us, forget about government goodies. Forget about government services. He's still just sustaining that narrative. Rigathi knows that most Azimio leaders, members of parliament, will reject that bill. And he knows most Kenya Kwanza members of parliament, if not all, will support that bill. So he's just sustaining that narrative. If you never voted for us, forget about government goodies. And then secondly, if you listen to those remarks by Rigathi Gachagua, I'm seeing a team that was not yet mature for national leadership. William Ruto also made some remarks that just confirmed that this is a team that was still playing village politics. If you look at the appointments William Ruto has made, almost all top public corporations are being headed by Kalenjins. And now we have a deputy also threatening that if a leader fails to support the bill, then there will be no roads. These are leaders who are not yet mature for national leadership. The presidency, the president and his deputy, they are expected to be symbols of national unity. If you look on how the president is making the appointments, you look on how his deputy is talking, these are leaders dividing the country. So instead of uniting the country, they are dividing the country. They are not symbols of national unity. So I believe that next time when Kenyans are electing their leaders, they should go for mature leaders. And before they elect anybody, they should look at a leader's track record. A corrupt leader will not stop being corrupt. An inciter, a leader who is known for incitement, will not stop being an inciter, whether he's elected the president or not. And I'm saying that because in 2013, William Ruto was given the opportunity to nominate half of the cabinet in Ruto's government. He only appointed Kalenjins for the positions he was given. Now, as the president, he's doing the same thing, and he's doing it with a lot of impunity. So, Kenyans, before you elect a leader, look at a leader's track record. A leader who is known to be an inciter will not stop being an inciter because you elect him the president or a deputy president. This is something inside that individual, and you can't change it. An office cannot change him. An office cannot change him. So look at a leader's track record. From these sentiments again, I'm seeing a government that can easily inflame chaos in Kenya. I'm saying that because all Kenyans are paying taxes, irrespective of whether their leader will support the bill or not. At the end of the day, they will still be paying taxes equally across the country. So when top government officials say they will not be taking development to those areas, those are sentiments that can easily inflame chaos across the nation. And also from those sentiments, I'm seeing clearly a team that has failed to deliver, so they are just looking for excuses. We are not building roads because your leaders never supported the bill. Just excuses. And I'm saying that because if you look at the members of parliament from Azimio who pledged their loyalty to this government, look at their constituencies. They are not doing any meaningful development in their constituencies. In fact, some elected leaders who are in the opposition are performing far much better than them. Going on how, or rather, if you look at the recent ranking of the members of parliament, you are finding that leaders who have stuck in the opposition are performing far much better than the leaders who decamped, or rather left as Zimio for Kenya Kwanza. And even in Kenya Kwanza, the leaders who were elected through Kenya Kwanza, some in the opposition are still performing far much better than them. So it's not about being in government or being in the opposition. A leader who is developmental oriented will still bring development, whether in government or not in government. And from those sentiments again, I'm seeing a William Ruto and his team were just trying to play their usual politics of propaganda. Ruto and his team, Rigathi, they are trying to blackmail leaders who have failed to join them by threatening that they will not be actually taking development to their areas. I'm seeing that as a blackmail and a way of trying to twist these leaders into joining the government. And we all know that by these leaders, opposition leaders, joining the government is clearly going to get rogue. And already we have seen Ruto's government getting rogue. A government without checks can really oppress the poor. And already other leaders in opposition having joined the government side, we have seen the government is becoming oppressive. So that's also not just another way of intimidating these leaders into supporting the government. As I conclude, it's a fact that even if all members of parliament were to support that finance bill, William Ruto and his government will still not deliver. They will still not deliver. They'll always find excuses for not delivering. They are just using that finance bill as an excuse for not delivering. So this is just a team that, in my honest opinion, have failed to deliver. And the only solution Kenyans can get rid of this madness is by rejecting any leader who will support that bill. That's the only way, because it's clear Ruto and his team are just taking Kenyans for granted. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis.